everybody. Well, today I decided to do a small little segment on Thanksgiving. This is a holiday, guys, that we just pass through it and we don't notice it, but I have to admit, Thanksgiving is my favorite. Is probably my favorite holiday. And I wanted to do a small little table setting on how I do Thanksgiving. And I'm going to start out with how I do my table at Thanksgiving. And I'm starting out with my grandmother's antique table. Now this is a table that my dad and his brothers and sisters and my grandma had when she first got married, and my dad ate on this table and his brothers and sisters, and I got hand-me-down the table and chairs. And but you notice I have a very, very small little kitchen, so it's very hard to find a table that fits my kitchen. But we're going to start out with the table. So this is my antique table that I do use, and it can be pulled out if I wanted to, but usually I don't. We usually all kind of serve ourselves and sit around, and I have outdoor tables and we can always pull another one in. But this is how I'm going to set my table for Thanksgiving. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do my tablecloth. And sometimes I have to disguise my tablecloth because it is very, 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 my table's a little small. So I have to kind of place my little tablecloth and I picked orange this year, and it's got little leaves on it, and I started out with my tablecloth. Okay, second, this is a antique turkey platter, but this is not just to put the turkey on. This is for my centerpiece, and it's got a big turkey on it that kind of goes around, and I always set this in the middle. Now where I got this is years ago up in the Smokies. We were going the back way around, and we went to this little antique store, which I don't know if they call it antique. It was more like junk and treasures. And I found this platter, and it was $2. And it was in an old little house, and I just loved it, fell in love with it. But it's old, it's very old. Now second, I'm going to set my little glass turkey. Now this turkey is very old too, and it was found at the same little antique treasure shop that over in Maggie Valley near the Smokies. And it is a turkey, a glass turkey, and the top of it comes off, and it has a little spoon with grapes on it, and it's got grapes on top. And this is basically, this is a gravy turkey, but I use it as my little display in the very middle for my table. And that's my centerpiece for Turkey Day. Okay, second are my little leaf plates. And these guys were so cheap. I got these at the Dollar Tree. And I love them with all the leaves on them. And I bought 8, but for my setting here, I'm going to put 4. And I'll probably have to kind of kitty corner them because of my little table. My little plate right there is very long. And we'll sit on those like that. Okay, then I've also got a small little turkey. I'll show them you. See my small little turkey. And I like to sit him sitting somewhere like that for my or maybe back here. Sit right there. Okay. And then my last but not least, well, not last class, but are my little pilgrim people. And I got these like 15 years ago. And I like to sit the little mom and pa right there. Now this is really just a setting, guys. I sit for, just basically I leave it sitting until Thanksgiving on my table. And third to the last, well really, I guess this is my last, is my pumpkin. And I always have it full of candy. And I sit it on the table. He has a little square there. I sit him on the table. So when you walk by, you got pumpkin, you got Reese cups, and just all kinds of nice little treats in here. And I'll set that so the turkey shows a little more. And for Thanksgiving, the plate I use to get the turkey out is this plate. And this was another one that I found at a antique store. And I know a lot of people have this plate, but my mom always had one just like this. And I found this, and I was just so excited. So that's what I use to put my big turkey on when I do get it out of the oven. We set that on that. But no, this is basically my little table setting, and I keep this like this through the Thanksgiving season. And I'll usually stack my little plates up in case we do have dinner. We still eat on these before Thanksgiving. And I'll set that like that. And I have a little light that I always turn on at night. And I set him right there so it flickers on the table. And I usually set my little platter here up until Thanksgiving to show the turkey off. And I'm back and forth. But this is how I set my table through Thanksgiving. And the reason I showed you this is because it's so sad people they don't do nothing for Thanksgiving. They just kind of skip it and jump to Christmas. And I just wanted to show you my little antique turkey platter and my little turkey displays and my little pilgrim people that I set up every Thanksgiving. But, alright guys, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. And I know most people have their own little setting that they do for Turkey Day. And I'd like to see how you set your table for Thanksgiving. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.